Hi everyone, welcome to the competition analysis of the new Honda City. And this is because Honda has just recently refreshed the City and they've given it a host of new features. I've just returned from the drive and it has been quite a joy being behind the wheel of the City once again. But having said that, it got me thinking about the competition that's out there. Now, we know that the sedan segment was written off a couple of years ago with the SUV market booming and everybody going in for either a compact SUV, a micro SUV, a mid-size SUV, you name it, it was always an SUV. But now we've seen a lot of action happening in the sedan segment once again. And this is the mid-size sedan segment that we're talking about, where the Honda City has been the dominant player. Since 1998, ever since the first City came out, Honda's sort of been on top of the leaderboard right up there. We've seen cars come and go, but at the same time, competition has changed. We know that the Ciaz from Maruti Suzuki, it came out and it did a lot for the segment. It did change the way that people were perceiving a sedan, the way people wanted something that was a little bit more affordable, and plus it really scored big points on space. Then came along the twins, which was the Skoda Slavia and the Volkswagen Virtus. Now these two sedans, again, they sort of brought in a whole new dimension to this segment. And the Honda City, while it has changed over the years, it has gone from being a very sporty model to something that's more plush, more premium, and more suited for, I would say, the 40 plus sort of age group. So, being behind the wheel of the new upgraded City, I really got thinking about, where does it stand? How does it cope with the environment that it's in, when you're looking at the competition? So, just to give you a quick rundown on that and my thoughts on where the City stands against the competition, and maybe this video will help you taking a buying decision as well. So I'm just going to put it out there. To start with, the City has been upgraded, so it looks a little sharper, it looks a little wider. They've done a good job in terms of giving it a more sporty look than before. The plain Jane look is gone, so you've actually got these really nice front and rear bumpers that have really changed the way that the City looks, and I think that that's definitely a very big plus point for the City. The cabin, again, no complaints over there. It's a fabulous cabin. The materials are great. The fit and finish is outstanding, and Honda has upgraded the rear view camera, which was a grouse on the earlier version in terms of resolution. They've added wireless Android Auto, wireless Apple CarPlay. You've got a wireless charging system for your phone, and you also get a neat driver information display. They've also upgraded the Honda Smart Sense on board, which is your ADAS level 2 features. So you've got your lane keep assist, your road departure warning, adaptive cruise control, auto high beam and low beam, and features like that. So they've given you a really complete package out there. And to add to it, the engines are amazing. So you've got the petrol, the iVTEC, which is an outstanding engine. It is a gem of an engine even today. And then you've got the eHEV, which is their strong hybrid version, which gives you, electric mode. You've got the hybrid mode, which is the electric and petrol working together, and then you've got the pure petrol mode. And this is again something that it came out last year. It's great technology. It drives really nice, and it gives you that outstanding mileage. But speaking of mileage, I think Honda, like I said earlier, has gone from the entire sporty side of the equation towards being a more rounded, well-appointed vehicle that's also tuned for performance and mileage. So it does lose out against the Volkswagen twins. So speaking of which, the Slavia and the Virtus, they come with that beautiful TSI engine, which is just outstanding when it comes to out-and-out performance. Even the 1 liter TSI feels extremely peppy. It's fun to drive. and you can really enjoy it out on the twisties. So fantastic stuff. I've had the opportunity to drive the Virtus twins through Rajasthan a couple months ago. So I did about 1,800 kilometers with them. I had the 1 liter as well as the 1.5 liter, and just outstanding vehicles. They're built tough, amazing ground clearance. The performance is just something that wins you over. It's extremely sporty, and I think Volkswagen and Skoda have done a great job in terms of the sound output as well. And I currently have a Skoda Slavia 1 liter TSI manual as my long-term vehicle, so I've been using that also extensively, and that also wins you over. I've been driving it out in Kodaikanal, where I do a lot of driving in the ghats, and over there what I've gotten to learn is that TSI engine is just so well tuned to deliver that power when you need it. Even the 1 liter on the ghats, it's not sluggish at all. It makes it easy to overtake vehicles because you only get short stretches over there. And that, I think, is the big scoring point for the twins over the Honda City. Not that the Honda City is a slouch, it's just not as peppy as it once used to be. It is more of a refined everyday vehicle. It's the vehicle that you'd be very happy with going to office and back. Even out on a road trip, it's not something that's going to blow your mind in terms of shooting down the highway at a brisk pace or giving you that, adrenaline rush. But it will do the job. It's a very nice and refined engine. And speaking of engines, the Ciaz also gets a 1.5, but that's got to be the most base tuned of the lot. I think with the 100 horsepower, about 106 horsepower, it does an okay job. It's been well received. We obviously know that it does great numbers, but having said that, in terms of just out and out performance, you would sort of rank it with the Ciaz, then the City, then the 1 liter Volkswagen and Skoda twins, and then the 1.5 liter Volkswagen and Skoda twins. So on a performance scale, that's what you're looking for, then I would actually turn towards the Volkswagen group and test those machines out. But when it comes to features, fit and finish, and all of that, while all three brands have done a great job on that, I think the Honda City really stands out in the way that their cabin sort of has that really plush appeal. While the Volkswagen and Skoda twins do a good job, again, I feel that when you look at a Honda City cabin and then you look at those cabins, the Honda City cabin comes across as more plush. So if it is that upmarket sort of plush, laid back sort of feeling that you're looking for, then I think the City would definitely be the one over there to win that round. The Ciaz, again, is quite basic. It doesn't have that high end of an appeal as compared to the other cars out there. But again, it's a well-appointed car, and like I said before, it does the numbers, so I'm quite sure Maruti is not complaining about that one bit. But if I had to rank the way the cabin looks, and I'm not really talking about space over here, I'm just talking about when you set your eyes on the cabin, you look at the dash, you look at the seats, you look at the fabrics, and all of that. The ranking would be Ciaz at the bottom, then you would have the Volkswagen and Skoda, Slavia and Virtus, and then at the top of the leaderboard would be the Honda City. So, it again goes back to what you're looking for and in a car. And there's no right and wrong answer, let me tell you that much. It's all about your personal choice and what you feel is the right way that you would like to be traveling around town. And talking about out and out features now, I think over here we've seen the Volkswagen group coming in with your wireless Android Auto, a nice beautiful touchscreen display which has your reverse parking camera integrated into it, and all that jing bang. Then you've got your convenience features which include wireless charging, you've got a nice sunroof. So the City and the Virtus and the Slavia, they sort of have all of this covered. Obviously their packaging is very different, and that's again where you could look at making a decision on which version you like more. In my choice, I'm really happy with the interface and the touch and feel of the Volkswagen Group products. So they look really good, they feel really upmarket, and they feel a little bit more well integrated into the overall look and feel of the car. With the City, they have improved on it. The earlier rear view camera was terrible, and now it's a nice high resolution camera which does the job. But I still, personally, I'm not happy about the angle of the screen, you know. It's quite that way. And when you're driving and you've got a lot of sun coming on it, they have improved, you know, the colors, they've done all of that, but it's still at an angle that I wish was a little bit more upright and gave you a better, you know, visibility on that front. But you've got the features on board over there, and Honda's obviously upped their game on this as well. So you've got wireless charging now. You've got on the eHEV you get a permanent fixed pad for wireless charging. On the petrol variants you've got a pad that you can actually remove. So it's actually a plug-and-play sort of wireless charging pad, and that's a pretty neat feature over there. But in terms of features, I think the City is at par with the Volkswagen Group twins. The Ciaz is again one step below, but then when we look at pricing, you know, the Ciaz is priced at a completely different price point. It's just that it sits at the bottom rung of this segment, so I think that's where Maruti has sort of placed it. But when you're looking at something a little bit more plush, a little bit more premium, you would actually be looking at considering the City versus the Virtus versus the Slavia. And on the, like I said, going back to the features bit, the features, they're at par. I think they're all winners over there, and there's really no complaint. But as we move forward, as we talk about safety, as we talk about you know, occupant safety, child safety, the way the vehicle is built, and all of that, Honda has again been playing that game really well, because we've got the Honda coming out with their version of ADAS, and they've got the Honda Sense on board. It's got 6 key features on board. So you've got lane departure warning, you've got road departure warning, you've got adaptive cruise control, you've got the crash mitigation braking system, and you've got the auto headlights. So these are the big features that you get on board with the Honda City in terms of being a layer above your standard airbags and ABS and EBD and all of that. But having said that, you know, the Volkswagens, they do a good job. We've got, if we look at the Taygun, which is an SUV, I know I'm bringing up an SUV in the sedan story here, but the Taygun is built on the same platform as the Virtus, and it scored a 5-star global NCAP rating. The Virtus and the Slavia are waiting for their ratings, and my guess is that they're going to get their 5 stars as well, but we'll wait for that. And the Honda City, with these new features, I think again it sort of ups the game in terms of where it's taking sedan safety to, and that's again a winning point for the Honda City over the Virtus and the Slavia, just because it gets these additional safety features. But having said that, all safe cars, and great in terms of rating, I'm presuming, and they will definitely be something that you could consider if safety is your priority. But the Honda just wins this by a bit, so that's another point for you to consider right there. And so we've spoken about performance, we've spoken about the interior, we've spoken about features, we've spoken about safety, and we have to speak about the fact that all of this could change within the next 20 days. And the reason I'm saying this is that Hyundai has announced that their all-new Verna is coming out. And we've seen Hyundai in the past, they pack their vehicles with features. They're now playing a big game in terms of bringing out safety features, which they like to call Hyundai Smart Sense. And that's your ADAS level 2 stuff right out there. And performance has never been a question with Hyundai. And in recent years, handling and ride quality has also not been a question with Hyundai. But Hyundai is the jack in the box. We will wait for the Verna to come out. We will wait to see what that package is all about. And I'm not really going to get into that over here. But if you are looking at considering buying a sedan in today's market, the good thing is that the choices are back. In between, they sort of just plummeted. But now we're seeing the action stepping up again. We're seeing a big change happening in this segment. And I think that's a very good thing. So there's a lot of choice out there. You just have to see what is it that you want. You want a really easy daily runabout that's not big on frills, not big on thrills, but does the job just right, is extremely comfortable, has one of the back seats in the business. Then you've got the Ciaz. You're looking for something that's premium, plush, gives you more of an opulent feel, and is a little more tuned towards efficiency, and is right in terms of technology. Then you've got the Honda City for you. And if you're looking for just that fun, peppy, energetic drive feel, a vehicle that's built well, done right, great ground clearance, very comfortable, amazing rear seats, and a ton of boot space, then you can consider the Slavia or the Virtus. And of course, like I said again, all this could change the minute the Verna comes out. So I will do another competition analysis at that point. But right now, just because I'm fresh off the Honda City drive, I've got the review out there. I've got my statement on what I think about the City in a review on the MotorScribe channel. So you can definitely go out there and check it out. But as far as considering what to buy, I enjoy my speed. I enjoy a very energetic drive, and I like something that gives me that sort of buzz. So for me, it's the Virtus and Slavia right up here, then the Honda City, then the Ciaz. I know that there are people out there who would like to rank it differently, which is absolutely fine. This is just to give you perspective on what you're looking for and what you want. All of them are great family vehicles. All of them have a lot of attributes that definitely win you over. And this was just a rundown to give you a little bit of my perspective on the competition that's out there. So I hope you like this video. This is the first time I've done something like this with a competition analysis of sort. And I hope to be bringing you more such videos in the future. Do share, like, comment below, and do let me know what you thought about this video. If you have any questions, something that I've not answered, forgive me. Like I said, this is my first time. But if I've not answered it, please put it in the comment box below, and I will get back to you. I do write back to each and every one of you who does leave a comment, and that's something I plan on holding up as we grow MotorScribes and move forward. So stay tuned. Do check out the Honda City review on the channel. I've got a brilliant Virtus road trip story on the channel as well. And I do have updates about my Slavia long-termer out there too. So you can find all this content out there, and you can take your own decision if you are not happy with what I had to say. But it's okay. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no wrong answer when it comes to what to choose in the sedan segment, and it is entirely up to what suits your needs and fulfills the promise that you want to make to yourself about how you want to get about. So thank you once again for watching this video, and I look forward to hearing back from all of you.